What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I have a 2026 Ford F450 in a new color. It is available for sale, and look who I got here.
How's it going, guys?
We got Ken here at Ken Garb. What's your cell phone number?
801-694-5269.
Now, are you thinking about putting a bed on this truck?
Thinking about putting a black skirted flatbed on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it'll look good with the, the colors, and I think it'll be a good-looking truck. It's already a good-looking truck, but that'll add to it.
Absolutely. Well, if you would like to buy this truck, before you put the bed on it, let him know what you want to do. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys see the options and features, and then I'll show you guys around the truck.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. At the very top is the description with the colors, and this is an 84-inch cab to axle, which is that 203-inch wheelbase. Short listing of the standard features are right here. Be sure to pause to see more. And then down below here are all the options. There's a ton, so I'm not gonna call every single one of them out, but you guys see the PowerStroke 430 rear, max traction tires. By the way, I skipped that one there, but down below here, platform running boards, and this does have the 16,000-pound GVWR. So this has the high capacity trailer tow package, and then a few of the things down below here. Now, on the other side, you have that rear view camera prep, and then you have the console for the XLT. Base price is $65,500. Destination is $25,995 for a total price of $88,115. So 90 grand for a XLT work truck, right? Once you see some of the features on this, I think that the pricing will make a little bit more sense, but I'm not going to sit here and lie. Everything is so expensive today, and I respect people's feelings on that. Now, as far as this truck goes, you guys saw that it had a 16,000-pound gross vehicle rating. However, it did have the payload downgrade package. So normally you get the payload downgrade, it would give you a 15,000-pound gross vehicle weight rating. So if you get that package, it's the high capacity trailer tow package that you guys just saw, that does increase that GVWR. Now, if you don't get payload downgrade, the max gross vehicle rating would be 16,500 pounds, because not everyone needs the 550's 19,000 or even 18,000 pound gross vehicle rating. So all in all, this is a really nice truck. Now, as far as that high capacity trailer package, it does give you a trailer brake wiring kit, and it does increase the gross combined weight rating of these trucks, and it does upgrade the rear axle. So that's probably a good package to get, obviously, if you're towing or if you plan on even hauling something. I think that package would make more sense, but again, you definitely want to stick with that 16,000 plus GVWR. So on the front end, you guys see the chrome. And thoughts on the new color? Marsh gray is definitely unique, and it's something a little different. That's why I like about Ford. They do give you the option for these unique colors on the cabin chassis. And the only thing I would do is probably just black out the chrome. That's it. I think the black accents are perfect on it. As you get a little bit closer, you guys see the fog lights, halogen headlights, black recovery hooks. And then here's a quick peek at that suspension. So this is why you get a 450 cabin chassis. You get that wide front TRAC. You guys see the tires here too. Those were upgraded. And they do have an upgraded liner in here as well. These are the 19.5-inch aluminum wheels wrapped in these Continental tires, 225, 70, 19.5. And they're going to have 3,970 pounds of capacity for single, and then for dual, you're going to have 3,750 pounds of capacity back there. And 3-peak rated tire, by the way, too, G rated. And here's a nice side view of the entire truck. That 84-inch cab to axle does really help with the ride. I've been able to drive these trucks back to back, and there's definitely a noticeable difference. You still have the lights for the front of the mirrors and turn signals, heated mirrors, and these are going to be powered for that top glass as well. Those platform running boards right there. Here's your fill for the DEF, and then this one only has the 40-gallon fuel tank here. You can get a 22.5 gallon tank if you like. You guys see, this is why you buy an F450. because you get this overbuilt suspension. So if I were to pull up a regular F450 and show you the suspension, because those trucks are derated down to 14,000 pounds, this leaf pack is totally different. And I try to tell people this, but sometimes people think that this is basically the same thing as the regular 14K F450, but it's not. You guys see the steel wheel back there? I would like for Ford to offer an upgrade for that too, personally. And your rear end is upgraded. I'm pretty sure your bump stops are upgraded too with that package. You have incandescent bulbs back here, but no one really uses these once they put their outfit on. And then you guys see you have C-channel frame, and then right under the cab is fully boxed right there. Let me see if I can show you guys that axle. You can see the sway bar down there too. There it is. Last thing to point out, you guys notice that they do give you basically a skid plate for that fuel tank. And I've mentioned this in the past. If I were buying a regular Ford Super Duty, I would like to get the FX4 package simply because of the skid plate. And you guys know why they do that. Obviously, if you're hauling something and going down the road, if something is in the road, you hit it, it could puncture that tank. And they give you that protection back there, and I like that. You guys ready to talk about this power stroke? Let's do it. There's nothing different under the hood of this truck, and it's still putting out the 330 horsepower, which comes on around 2200 RPM, and 950 pound-feet of torque, which comes on around 1800 RPM. All that power goes through a 10-speed transmission, and you guys saw the 410 does come standard on this truck, but you do have the 430 on this one. Also, I would recommend, if it's available for the cabin chassis, to relocate that map sensor, which is the manifold absolute pressure. Banks has one available. Just check to make sure it'll fit this truck on their website. And if you don't know, this truck has EGR, so this EGR system right here puts soot all through that intake manifold, and that sensor gets dirty over time. So you can take it out of the stream, and when it comes time to clean that relocate kit, you can scrub that, but you cannot scrub that sensor because you could damage it and then you have to buy a new one. So I just recommend that upgrade for sure. Let's go ahead and check out the interior. I'm not going to take too much time on the interior, but you guys see the key. It does have remote start. I wish they would offer push button start as a standalone option on these XLTs, but not available. But soft touch where your arm's going to be resting, and you guys see right there, auto up and down for the front windows, and then you just have to hold it for the rear, but it's all power. And as I said, you have power mirrors, power folding. You have to have the truck on for that, and you still have power for the tow mode for the mirrors too. You see right there, you do have power for the bottom seat cushion. However, for your seat back, it is manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Also automatic headlights, power pedals down below, and you have that center console, which I would definitely want for sure. Cruise control, and this has like a lane keep assist alert too. Nice readout for your gauges. Upfitter switches are right there, and they do give you LED lights for the interior. I'm going to show you guys back in the rear. There's no storage below the seat, but you have a 60/40 bench. Defrost is there, and you guys see right there some Type-C USBs, 120 volt power plug, cup holders, and on the door you do have a bottle holder right here. And don't forget the seat back pockets, which I don't think you get on the XL. Now here's the passenger side. Manual seat, and they do give you a cover when you go to the XLT. You guys see right here all your power. I love these 12 volts that they give you. Those come in handy still. And let's go ahead and jump back over to the driver's seat. want to show you guys something that's new for this year. If you hit menu, show you what happens. Go down to vehicle maintenance. You now have tire pressure. And then go to truck information right up here. Here's some of the features that they give you. Engine hours, off-road pages, and then that's for the seat belts. Now if you want to see temperatures, they're right here. Turbo boost and engine braking, and then more of your emissions features. Now as far as comfort features, you do have a single climate control, but you see right there you have heated front seats, deep storage with USBs, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and you do have the backup camera that you can put on your upfit. Trailer brakes right there. You still have multiple drive modes, so you have that eco, tow haul, normal, slippery roads, off-road, and that's pretty much it. Here's some of your storage. 2 Type-C USBs in this location. And up here, look at that. They still give you a mirror for both sides. Let's go ahead and check out the numbers on the door. So the front gross axle weight rating is going to be 7,000 pounds. The rear is 12,880 pounds. Gross fuel rating, as you saw, was 16K. The wheels are 19.5 by 6 wide, and that's that axle code 4L. They don't have the yellow sticker because this is considered factory incomplete. So once you put your outfit on, some of the suppliers will put a new sticker on showing the payload, but if you just run it over the scales, you can get a actual number. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is a really nice truck. It's available for sale. Be sure to ask for Ken if you're in the market. And you guys can see the tow numbers here, and the gross combined weight rating is upgraded, as I said earlier, because of that trailering package. But be sure to check out Ken Garff's website, ask for Ken. See you guys soon.